Hey loves, it's Ofune and I have a special friend on the channel today.
Hi guys!
This is my bestie Femi and we're here today because we're besties who love Fenty. And we are going to be testing out the Fenty beauty line for you guys on camera. I feel like it would be a good idea to test out the line with someone that has a different complexion than, and a darker complexion than I am, so you guys can kind of see how the products perform and how versatile they are. So yeah, if you're interested in Fenty beauty, I know there's a million, gazillion, and 5 million billion videos up, but gotta get our video up on our channel too because I stand for Rihanna. And would it be a couple swatches channel without a Fenty beauty video? Nah, I don't think so. So stay tuned, keep on watching. We're about to get into this. Okay, so we are going to start out. Well, let me introduce my friend here to the Coco Swatches channel. This is Femi. Everyone say hello.
Hey guys.
I thought it would be fun to try out the products with a friend because we both love Rihanna for a long time and she is of a different complexion than I am, so we'll get to try out some of the products and see how they look on different brown complexions. So let's get started. So I've already done my eyes because the eye look I want to do is only going to require her gloss. I want to do, I'm obsessed with glossy eyes. I love glossy eyes. So basically I'm going to do kind of more, I guess, labor intensive stuff because I am, you know, like a beauty blogger or whatever, like I'm in this all day. She is more of,
I'm a newbie
to makeup, so she was going to use the makeup how, like, you know, a normal person that's just walking into Sephora would use some makeup. So yeah.
What are these called?
Matchsticks.
Matchsticks. Alright.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, as you guys can see right here. Of course, swatches of all these things are going to be up in the Coco Swatches app as soon as this video is up. I know that there have been a million and gazillion and 10.5 videos of Fenty Beauty out there, but we're gonna do it too because I've loved Rihanna for so long, so I definitely needed to have a video about her line on her channel. And you can read on my channel, and you can read more about my thoughts on her line on our magazine, Skin Deep, and it'll be linked down below. So I'm taking Gloss Bomb. What are you doing, Femi? What's going on here?
I'm gonna start off with the eyes. I'm gonna use the matchstick from Rihanna's line. The color I'm gonna use is Rum.
Is this autofocus? I don't have a fancy. She's been watching YouTube videos all day. I do not have one of those fancy cameras that autofocus. You gotta kind of hold it up like where you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Rum.
And what are you gonna do with it?
And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on my eyelids, just because I like gold tones and I think that Rum is a really pretty gold tone.
Not the monitor.
Okay, so let's get started.
Yeah, enough talking. Let's get into this. So I'm just gonna take the applicator and just put it on. And you're using a brush? What are you doing?
Yeah,
How you, no, you can use a brush. I'm just curious.
Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the matchstick and I'm using a brush.
What number is the brush? It's like a MAC brush.
Yeah, it's a MAC brush. It's a
fancy.
A 239. So basically I'm just brushing the matchstick and then I'm just gonna apply it to my eyelid.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be lazy and just put this on and then use my finger to blend it out, but yeah. And I've already muted the eye with a matchstick in the color, what color did I use? Suede. Just because I have a little bit of discoloration, so I wanted to kind of make it one even tone before I apply the gloss. What's going on over there? Girl, you don't get back here and be high and dry.
No, I'm gonna do it correctly. It's just that I just realized it's impossible for me to put makeup on with using the monitor as a mirror. So I'm gonna grab a hand mirror. You're gonna edit this, right?
So you're gonna try for, I'm gonna try, which shade did you want to try again? 450 and 470 or 450 and 460?
I'll try 450 and 470 just because, just to see. Oh, this is actually kind of cool.
You enjoying yourself over there?
Yeah.
Let me go wet my beauty blender because we're about to get into foundation next. What? Wow. So we definitely goofed and forgot to press, I don't know what happened, forgot to press record. But basically, I matched Femi to 470, which is what she has on right now. And I am wearing the shade 430. It's coming off a little bit orange on camera, but I feel like this shade is the shade that matches my body most closely. I'm so annoyed that the footage and like we're all talking and not realizing that it wasn't even recording. Whatever. Anyway, so this is a little bit warmer than I'm used to. A lot of people have been finding that they could go between more than one shade. Like for me, I'm wearing 430. I could also do 420. She's wearing 470, but she was matched also with 450. So right now, like her face is a little bit darker than her neck, but if you hold up your arm, you can tell it's closer to her arm shade. So, and we're gonna highlight and contour and everything like that. So yeah, but this is definitely warm as I'm looking at it under all the lights, but I think that it is very close to my neck, and once it kind of settles in, I feel like it's a good match. What do you think?
I'm actually surprised because I thought I was a 450, but the 470 seems to be my actual skin color. Like she did mention, my face is darker than my body, so I usually tend to match my shades closer to my face color. So
yeah, she's gonna dabble in highlighting and contouring today, so any kind of wonkiness we can correct. Anyway, so as I was explaining, I was using the brush because I just feel like since she has a foundation brush, I would like to use it. So I started off applying the foundation with the brush, and then I went in with her beauty blender, which has also been used. So this is like the standard beauty blender with the top cut off. It has like a round little booty over here, but it doesn't have that point that we're used to. But because it has these sharp edges, I think it'll be nice under the eyes and get into those little corners that we need. So now that we're done with foundation, let's get into highlighting and contouring. So we have a bunch of the matchsticks right here. I'm gonna actually start out contouring. I don't know if what do you want to start off with?
I think I'll contour.
So I guess we're both gonna try espresso then.
Oh no, let's
Espresso's the darkest one, girl.
I'm gonna conceal first instead.
Okay, so you're gonna do your highlight. So I saw this on Alissa Ashley's page when she had done her video, and she had used like a brush with the matchsticks, kind of like how Femi did with her eyes. She did that when she contoured, and it looked really nice. So that's what I'm also gonna do today. I'm gonna use this Becca brush, and I'm just gonna go like this. Get some of the product on there.
Concealing. I'm gonna go ahead and start concealing. I'm using the color Cocoa, basically from Rihanna's line.
We know.
Oh yeah.
So you can see, like, I don't know, it just like, this is it's a warm color, but I like it. It helps disperse the product really nicely. It's not like the most perfect contour, but I haven't highlighted yet, so I can go back and fix anything that I don't like. My contour, I use the shade Espresso. I feel like I could also get away with using the shade Truffle. I'm just gonna quickly see if I can. Oh, I was swatching earlier. Yeah, let's see if I can swatch this for you quickly. So these are like super messy swatches, but that is Espresso and that's Truffle. So you can see like Truffle is kind of a little bit still darker than my skin tone. So I probably could get away with using Truffle as well as espresso, but I think I wanted a more glam look. So I went with espresso. So I'm gonna use suede, which looks like this. I already used it on my eyes. I'm gonna use it on the under eye. Oh my gosh, this something isn't on me. Why is this thing here? I'm gonna use this under the eye, and I'm actually just gonna apply this to my face and then blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Oh, and the coverage of this foundation, it's not full. It's like medium buildable, so like I have some spots I'm noticing that it's still not covered, but I don't think it's supposed to be full coverage. I think it's supposed to be like, I woke up like this foundation, like it just makes your skin look infinitely better, but doesn't look like you're wearing makeup. So I mean, I don't have an issue with it not being like 100% full coverage.
So now I'm gonna go in and contour with espresso.
So I believe these are cream to powder, so it seems like it's blending out pretty well with this. It's damp, by the way, this damp Beauty Blender. I'm not really having too many issues with it. And it does kind of seem to have like a more powder-like finish. It's not really like a creamy finish where you would see kind of like a satin finish after blending. It kind of just looks like I applied powder there. So what's your favorite part about Rihanna's line, Fenty? What are you most excited to try?
For me, I'm most excited about the highlighters. Yeah, I wanted to see how the different shades of Kilowatt work, so that's what I was most excited about. Trophy Wife was one that I know a lot of people were talking about, so I want to see how that shows up on me.
Okay, so you're gonna try it?
I'm gonna try it, but I think I'm just gonna put a little bit of it and then try a different one.
To finish off my eyes, I'm going to be taking the Ginger Binge Moscow Mule Kilowatt Duo, and I'm just going to take some of that Ginger Binge, which is, or actually I think I'm going to do Moscow Mule. The light is kind of playing me right now, but it's kind of like this pinky, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just a really pretty color. I'm going to use this under the eye.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually try Trophy Wife. I tried it on in Sephora and I felt like personally it was a lot for me, but I think I'm gonna try it applying it a little bit differently and just putting a little bit on. I know when I was in Sephora I didn't have a makeup brush, so I used my finger to kind of test the swatch of the color. So this time I'm gonna go through and actually use a makeup brush. So I'm hoping that it's not as, I guess, bright or dramatic. And I guess you're supposed to barely put any of the highlight on, so
I'm gonna put a little
makeup. Tapping away. Oh, see, it's already.
It's nice on you.
And then I saw Rihanna doing it like a C, so I don't know if I'm about to do it like a C or just do a straight line.
It looks cute, but I gotta stop there. And now I'm just gonna finish off the eye look with adding the Kilowatt Duo in Mean Money and Hustle Baby. I'm gonna add Hustle Baby, which is this shade. You guys can see, there we go. This shade right here to the inner corners of my eye.
With Trophy Wife, I think that you just have to put a little bit. I tried to put a little bit, but I still feel like it's It may be a little bit too much.
You don't wear highlighter that much.
But I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and put some of that on my chest because I was at the party and that's what they did, and it looked kind of bomb. So we're gonna see. Obviously, I went ham. But you guys can kind of see what it looks like. It is a lot, but I also feel like in trying Trophy Wife on that throughout the day, it kind of like settled into my skin. So when I first put it on, it was kind of like a whoa, like a pow. But then as the day went on, it kind of just, it settled into my skin. So I didn't really feel like it was so, oh my gosh. But yeah, it was definitely, yeah, it's like when I rub it in, like I don't know, it looks just
shimmery.
So for me, for my highlight, what I'm gonna do is do my little Vaseline trick. If you haven't seen my video on this, you should. I can link that down below as well. But basically, I just put like a tiny bit of Vaseline where I'm gonna highlight because I just feel like it gives the highlight an extra pop. And yeah, oh wow, I just put Trophy Wife instead of Vaseline. I'm just taking all kinds of L's today, y'all. So I guess I'm gonna have a Trophy Wife base with Vaseline. You can see how that looks like, even though that wasn't my plan, but I mean, I feel like that still looks pretty. So I'm just gonna match the other side. This was not my intention at all, but hey, here we are. And yeah, just gonna roll with it. Vaseline also kind of like helps the product stick. So like this is like a more glitterier highlight. So like putting a base down helps the product kind of just stay in one place. Like I barely put any, but you can see like it's kind of reflecting. But the plan was to actually use a matchstick. I'm going to be using the shade Cinnamon with my Beauty Blender, and I do like Beauty Blender for applying cream products like this sometimes because it does help with precision. Again, like sometimes you don't want your highlight all over the face, you want it in a specific place. So I'm gonna just, and I haven't tried this method out, I've tried this with my normal Beauty Blender. So we'll see if this works. So what I was doing is just going like this with the Beauty Blender and a matchstick.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my lips. Basically what I'm going to use is my MAC lip liner in the color Chestnut, and I'm going to go ahead and line my lips, and then I'm going to go in and use a lip gloss to show you guys how it looks.
Oh, lip gloss, girl. The lip gloss. Only one.
The lip gloss.
So this method is working, the matchsticks. I feel like from what I've seen in other videos and just in my personal experience, because they are the shimmery ones that at least are a little bit, if you want a preciseness to it, it's better to do it this way, because if you blend it out, the glitter is kind of gonna go everywhere. So I just prefer doing it like this. Because I didn't mention before, this is the highlighter brush, and it has a number 120. This is the shape of it. It does kind of fit really nicely on the cheek if you do want to like go like this, but it will apply a lot of product, so that's why I use my Beauty Blender. I'm going to finish off my highlight with Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. Going in again with Moscow Mule, I think, which is this shade right here. And I am going to use the brush, but I'm just going to tap it really lightly. Just go over. I feel like this is just a really unique, pretty highlight shade, and I really like it on my complexion.
Really feeling this, like, a lot.
So to finish off my look, I'm just gonna put Suede in the center of my lips. I don't know if you're supposed to use this on the lip, but I feel like it could create like a nude ombre effect. So that's that. This is the gloss on top of that.
Wait, so you use the matchstick?
Yeah, the matchstick and Suede, which is what I use under my eyes. I actually used it to clean my brows up too today. Fun fact. My reckless brows. feeling about this look?
I feel like Rihanna did the damn thing with the slime. Like, I think it looks really, really, really good. I was gonna say better than I expected, but obviously I expected it to look good, so.
Yeah, I feel like I'm loving this foundation. I'm loving the finish of it, how matte it is. I love that there's so many highlighters to play with, and the shades are like unique, so it's not like you can easily just go and like dupe these shades like somewhere else. You really can't find like any of these shades anywhere else, regardless of what you think about them, whether you like them or you don't like them. I do think the shades are very unique. The shade range is obviously amazing in terms of the foundations, the complexion stuff, and the matchsticks. I like the matchsticks, and I like that they're cream to powder. I didn't bake or anything, and I look, you know, I'm looking pretty matte under the eye. It does have a blotting powder and paper. I will probably test that out as I'm wearing this throughout the day. But overall, I'm loving my Fenty face.
Yeah, definitely thumbs up. It's, like I said, bomb.
Rihanna did that per usual. I didn't doubt her. And all you new Rihanna fans, I'm just playing. Y'all welcome to the Navy. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We just kind of wanted to do a video where we just play around with the products, and especially I know that some of these products, there might be a little bit of education needed for them. Femi here, she is new, or not new to makeup, but you're just not as into it as I am.
As into it, but I think that Rihanna did a good job at allowing people who don't necessarily use makeup all the time to be able to play with it and get a better understanding and feel of how things work. So
she's like out the frame. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let us know what you think of our Fenty bases. Definitely be using more Fenty products in future videos. And yeah, that's a wrap. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Announcements over. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.